Go live on a recording just like that. It happens. How cool is that? Good morning, everyone. Today's a kind of a gloomy day in Vero Beach, but that doesn't matter because it's Monday Mindset, and that doesn't stop us from doing our best and being our best, right? No matter what we're dealt with. Good morning, everyone. This is Carol, so AKA Naughty Boss, Lady Canada, live with
TwoSistas, and good morning, everyone. My name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva 3.0, and yes, it is Monday Mindset, and Ray was in the house and gave Great Auntie an update and wanted to rewind my voice. I have to figure that one out, but it's all good. She just made my day. Oh, goodness. Anyway.
That's so cool. It's Monday Mindset. What have you got going on, sister?
Well, here, we always talk about Sundays, and I got a lot done with the Knockout Shelly project, which is being shipped out today. Yay. And we're still working on our TwoSistas. We hope to have that up and running within the next week or so, or 2 weeks, whatever that turns out to be. But as typical, when you set out to do some things, shit always happens. And
why don't you explain to our viewers and our audience what shite is? Because it's such a lovely way and a lovely word, and we have a lot of people look it up and they're not going to understand what we're chatting about.
So shite is just kind of a nice way of saying you had a really effed up day, and it's shit. Yes. It's just kind of a nicer way to say that things got effed up. It was shite. Yeah. Did dinner, blah, blah, blah. Everything was going great. Sometimes when we're playing cards, Gary will put Giovanni on our bed, and he loves that. He loves snuggling with the covers, and he's getting a lot older. He's really slowing down. And we get done playing cards. I go into the bedroom. There is a big pee-pee puddle on my bed.
Oh, yeah, that's not something I would want to have to deal with, because you got to strip the whole bed and all that, and the dog is older, so you don't want to get all mad at them. But I apologize for the lighting. Obviously, our listeners cannot see, but our viewers certainly can. It is a gray day, but I'm actually not in my office. I'm in the dining room right now. A little change up, but the light is a little funky, but so I apologize for that. But Monday Mindset, it's so funny, like when I look outside and you see these beautiful palm trees, you see the wind blowing, it's Monday, and we frequently chat about how Monday is not the first day of the week. Actually, Sunday is, but Monday is the first day of the work week, or whatever, school, whatever you might be dealing with. And it's difficult enough to kind of like get your mindset geared up for the week, never mind the first day of whatever week it is for you. And then you add if it's kind of gloomy, doomy, rainy, although it's not rainy, but it is very gloomy out, and how that light so affects not only our day, it affects our mood, which in turn has a definite impact on our mindset. Because a lot of us frequently need that sunshine. They need that boost of energy. They need that good feeling like the day is going to be great. I'm going to get a lot done. And you're naturally, your mood, because our body needs vitamin C, it needs light to be vibrant. So how do you kickstart when you don't have that beautiful sunshine coming through? And I frequently tell people, turn some lights on. So we do, just the way our house is set up, we are facing a certain direction. So sometimes the mornings are a little bit darker, especially if it's not bright outside, and it does impact your mood. So we're going to make sure, guess what we're going to do? We're going to turn on some lights. And as the day goes on, maybe put on some music, put on some fun things going to get us to counteract that gloom. So how are you going to get your mindset kickstarted if in fact you have to counteract that gloom? Put on lights, put on some music. If you need that time to do meditation, to read, get that fitness in, Find something that brings you so much joy that it's a distraction, that there's gloom out there. And you will really appreciate and really see the light when the light actually does really shine bright. Then you realize, oh, that's what I was lacking yesterday. Where was the sun? Where was that brightness? Sometimes, guys, you got to create it. And a lot of times with mindset, you have to create the mindset. It doesn't just happen, guys. A lot of people think people that are into positivity, powerful healing within the mind, because everything is really controlled by our mind, that it's just a natural thing, that we just wake up and we're automatically in a great space. Sometimes that doesn't happen because we're human, we're authentically us. Sometimes we have shite days. I call that shista days. And how do you do that? You have to go out of your way to bring the joy to help your mindset in. So what are some tips, Jan, that you do besides, what we've always talked about, putting some lights on, putting some music on, get some fitness going? What do you do when you don't have, and obviously New England, Buffalo, those kinds of areas, different parts of the country during the winter season don't get to see the sunlight that much. So you got to even work that much harder. So what tips can you give our audience?
Well, a great tip that was recently given to me was a lot of people suffer from seasonal effectiveness disorder, which is very prevalent in the Northeast region. One of these days I think they're called blue lights. I don't remember the exact name, but that I thought, I've heard of it, but I never really tuned into it. But some other things that I do is if I get some type of movement in, even if I've got the rower here, and sometimes I'll just put it down and even if I row for 5 minutes, it's just doing something for myself that takes the stress edge off. Now, we are all dependent on, and this is something that goes straight into mindset. We're all so dependent upon our Wi-Fi. And we've had a lot of issues, and I've been very proud of myself in the fact of how I handle it and make sure that I'm ahead of the game. So if you know that there are potential issues, it's really good for your mindset to be that much ahead if you possibly can. But some other things that I do is just get up and walk around, put in my earbuds, listen to some music, kind of dance around. There's a few songs that I absolutely love that will just automatically, boom, put me in a mood. Also, reading is a great way to, especially personal development books, anything that you love to read, just really kind of takes you to that place to be grounded. Now, a lot of people say, well, grounded, that sounds kind of foo-foo. And I get it. I understand why people would think that, but it really helps to trigger your mind to be at rest. Just like your physical body loves homeostasis, and that's the state of your body being calm and not cold, and so many different things. That's the physical aspect of it. But we also need to look at the mental side of it, the physiological side of that. Always music. I mean, who doesn't love music?
I do. I'm the same way. There's just certain motivational ones, that I resonate to, that really will pump you up. And I have different genres that I use for different avenues of where my mindset wants to be. Like if I really want to, work out, and I know I'm going to be playing a few hours of pickleball, I'm going to put like a champion type song on. Like, we want to feel like a champion. You really want to feel good. You really want to know that you did your workout great and that you had success, no matter how small the successes were, and pat yourself on the back that you did a good job. If I'm about to undertake like a deep cleaning, like the house, like if you're cleaning the house, I'll put on something funky and probably more longer songs, because then I'm kind of timing myself out, like, okay, I've got 3 or 4 songs that I know are going to take me through the duration of vacuuming or, folding laundry or whatever it may be. And I find myself doing the work, doing the housework or whatever it may be, whatever chore, whatever I set out to do. And before I know it, the song is over and I'm on to that next song. And I realize, wow, I've already completed that. And I wasn't really paying attention to the work. I was really more into the music. That is another one. Another thing is setting the mood. Now, obviously, if you have the opportunity and you can go outdoors this time of year, you got to do yard work. We had some helpers come over. John was kind of freshening up the garden beds and whatnot. And so he was just blasting Spanish music and it just puts you in that kind of fiesta type feeling mood. And you just realize, wow, I've completed all this and it took no time, or at least it felt like no time because you had music to give you that spirit. So there's many tools out there. The key is to just get up and do something. Don't let you sit there and then you're just kind of dreading the day. And when you start putting those kind of thoughts into your brain, it brings everything around you. It's a domino, just like goodness and happiness is a domino effect. So is the opposite of that. So if you start feeling doom and gloom and, oh, what a crappy day out, enjoy in the present is a good tool. And then stop and think of something that you're grateful for. Think of something that you feel blessed that you have in your life. And you'll find that also will generate those good feelings. Also, memories are a great way to combat that gloom and doom Monday mindset if you don't have it. Maybe kind of go play, the film of your weekend in your brain and rewind to a funny moment or something that really positive happened or something that impacted you in such a way that really transcend those good feelings. And what you're going to notice is when you have them deep in your heart, deep in your soul, it's going to transcend to other people. So instead of being, if you're in that doom and gloom and like, oh, today's going to stink because the weather's crappy, or I've got all these chores to do, or I've got this workload, I've got this project I got to get done. It's going to transcend to all areas of your life. So you have to really understand that Monday kickstart, whether it's your work week, whether it's your school week, whether it's your vacation week, it doesn't matter what it is. It is the jump start that is paramount to get you through all your other days and things that are going to happen. It's just,
absolutely.
So powerful, positive Monday.
And the other thing too is I know that this time of year, everybody is thinking about their taxes and spring cleaning. You had mentioned, about doing some, different types of things, which is great. And, I've already started my little list. I call it my spring cleaning list. And, who doesn't have the big cabinet filled or the drawer filled with all the different plastic bowls and tops? I swear to God, I have more tops than bottoms. So what is up with that? So I that's on my list. That'll be a pre-spring cleaning. So all those little things that, I don't want to do it right now. I don't have time to do it right now, but I'm going to set myself a goal of getting it done within the next 24 to 48 hours. And it just makes the load of spring cleaning a lot easier. In fact, this morning, speaking of shite type of things that happen, I get home from kickboxing. I thought Gary was in bed, but he was on the other side of the house. Anyways, so I knew that right away I wanted to strip the bed again because I have these things down because we had to rug doctor my side of the bed. Of course, he peed on my side of the bed. So I had the special stuff down. Yeah. Right. So I wanted to strip the bed right away to air it out some more because obviously it's still wet. I mean, we were rug doctoring the bed at, 8 o'clock last night. And I'm like, oh, just what I want to do on a Sunday night. And then we had issues with the TV. But it's funny because, he came in and I said, oh, I thought you were still in the bed because I want to strip it again. He's like, why are you going to do that? You just did it last night. And I'm like, do I have to spell this out for you? Oh, and by the way, here's a sidebar. This has nothing to do about nothing. He says to me, gosh, I haven't heard from Johnny in a while. And I'm like, oh, bromance going on here. Well, just give him a call. Well, he hasn't called. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I have to like walk him through on the etiquette of calling his brother-in-law. And I said, anyways, you're not going to probably get a hold of him because they, I knew that you guys were busy. So Johnny, expect a call from your bromance.
Oh, he would like that. He's out there actually doing some yard work right now. He had more loom that was put down. So he's, I don't know, adding more loom or sod or, I can't keep track. That garden, that Park South or whatever the heck he calls it, it's always keeping him busy, but he actually does, even though I think he actually does really enjoy gardening. His dad was a great gardener. So I think there's something that, and he landscaped when he was going through college. So I think there's something, a small smidget of him that does like yard work, even though sometimes he complains about it, but I think he does enjoy it. And that's a great way of relaxing and, really, again, seeing the fruits of your labor, the creativity sense of it. If you're doing a gardening, like when you're doing fruits and vegetables, how cool is that? Well, that should be a forced family fun activity because kids love to grow things. They love to get their hands in the dirt. They love to feel earth soil. And it's just a great way to make it kind of a family day. So what are you going to do this Monday mindset? What is going to keep you going? What is going to inspire you to kickstart your week in a positive note? We've given you some great ideas and we challenge you. We challenge you even on those days where it feels like, ugh, I want to curl up. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do what I have to do because I'm dreading it or because the weather is bad. I challenge you to overcome that because once you get through this Monday, you're going to realize that, wow, I kickstarted my week off in a positive way, even though I felt like I couldn't do it. And that's one of those great celebrations that you're going to get to celebrate and pat yourself on the back on Friday. So with that, this is Carol Sue, AKA Naughty Bus, Lady Canada, live from a gloomy Vero Beach, but I got lights on. And that is not going to stop me from having a successful Monday with
TwoSistas. Hey everyone, my name is Janice, aka Wellness Diva. Sorry about that. I had a little monster over here, and we call him the piss tank. Anyways, divulging information you probably don't even want to know. It's all good. Have a great Monday mindset, and just remember, be kind to yourself in the process. If you have a divot, you can pivot. Ooh, I like that.
You're just full of little chate, little sayings.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Hey, everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we will be on a little later tomorrow.
Yes, we have a guest.
11 a.m.
Awesome. All right, guys. Have a great Monday.
Bye-bye.